Today's lesson is place value of whole numbers. The learning goal is in a multi-digit number, I can understand the place value system. To meet the goal, you will need to be able to read, write, and represent whole numbers through hundred millions. There are 3 ways to read and write numbers. The first is the one people are generally used to seeing. This is standard form, when the number is simply written out. The next form is word form, and instead of writing the number out in digits, you write it out in words. The last is expanded form, where you break apart each part of the number in order to show the total value. Since you see a pencil on this slide, go ahead and pause the video and write these 3 forms of a number into your notes. We need to take a minute to focus on an important vocabulary word. The word is period. This isn't like the dot you put at the end of a sentence, but in this case, it's a group of 3 digits separated by commas in a multi-digit number. Take a second to pause the video and write that vocabulary word into your notes. If you look at the place value chart, you can see that it's separated into 3 separate periods: the ones, the thousands, and the millions. Within those periods, each one has a ones, tens, and hundreds place. Ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds. So we can see the actual value of each specific digit. For example, here's a 5 in the 10,000s place. So the value is 5 times 10,000, or 50,000. Over here, we see a 9 in the tens place. So the value is 9 times 10, or 90. Another example is an 8 in the millions place, which is the same as 8 times a million, or 8 million. The place value chart allows you to easily find the value of each digit in a number. Let's go ahead and see an example. If your directions told you to write the number in 2 other forms, you would have to see the first form given. In this case, it's standard form. Now we have to fill in word form and expanded form. For word form, you write out the number in words just as you would say it. In this case, 234,000. Notice I don't have the word and in there. In math, and means a decimal. Because we do not have a decimal point in this number, we wouldn't say and. It's just 234,000. Expanded form is generally the one that takes the most time, and you have to look at each individual digit, starting with the highest. So we're going to start with the 2. So we would write 2 times, and it's in the hundred thousands place. So 2 times 100,000. That goes in parentheses. Plus, the next digit is a 3, and it's in the 10,000s place. So 3 times 10,000. Moving on to the next digit, that's a 4, and it's in the thousands place. So 4 times 1,000. Since the rest of the digits are zeros, there's no need to write them out in expanded form. So our final answer would be 2 times 100,000 plus 3 times 10,000 plus 4 times 1,000. You may also be asked to find the value of a specific digit. For example, in the number 1,090,678, the 9 is underlined. It's located in the 10,000s place. Therefore, the value of the digit is 90,000. If you look at the next example, 5,956,008, you can see 5 is our underlined digit. Because the 5 is in the millions place, 5 million is its value. Notice every time I put a comma to separate the 3 digits, That's a new period in my number. Think about the last example. The number is 2,688,904, and the 6 is underlined. Take a second and think. What would be the value of that digit? If you said 600,000, you're absolutely correct. Great job. Now it's time to summarize with our LOL, or line of learning. Go ahead and draw a line with either a marker or a pen under your notes for today. Then you need to answer how you can read, write, and represent whole numbers through the 100 millions. Write your answer in your math journal and be sure to use math vocabulary and complete sentences in your response. You can also put any extra examples or diagrams that you find helpful in answering this question. Good luck!